unahin na natin na ang cervical cancer is caused by your HPV.
Yes.
It's the human papilloma virus.
It's really very alarming with the increasing cases of sexually transmitted infections,
Yes.
especially in the region.
It's sexually transmitted. So of course, makaka-acquire ang isang tao ng HPV through sexual contact. Very alarming din kasi talaga yung sexual practices nowadays.
Can it also be transmitted, for example, from the mother to the child?
Not necessarily naman.
For
So,
HPV, not
yes, for
necessarily.
HPV. So the HPV vaccine is against the high-risk type of HPV.
By the age of 9 years old going up, kailangan talaga magpa-cervical vaccine.
Yes.
So, protect yourself,
Yes.
especially tayong mga babae. Usually, ang nagko-condom, it's normally the male. So, usually, ang nako-cover lang naman yung area na may penile area. Hindi nako-cover naman yung pinaka-base doon sa male.
Correct.
So, pwede rin magkaroon.
Ang very important din na malaman din ng mga tao or ng everyone is that STD or sexually transmitted infections can be asymptomatic.
So, guys, please welcome our only gynae oncologist in Region 8, Dr. Chicani Alvarina.
Hey!
Hi! Welcome!
Thank you!
Oo.
Hello?
Yes, so kumusta?
Okay lang. How are you?
Meron muna akong itatanong.
Yes.
So, paano ba kami nagkita ni Chicani?
Alright.
Oo.
Ako ba magsasagot nun?
Ikaw
Ako?
muna.
The first time we met was, kailan ba?
Intern. Oo.
First, pero hindi na natin maalala yon.
Yes.
We don't remember it anymore. But as we recall, the first time that we met, I think we interacted, was when we were PGIs, postgraduate interns.
Yes.
We were rotating in NCH,
Sa Manila. So,
National Children's Hospital.
So, papasok pa lang ako, maalis na si
Yes. I'm from UERM. She's from St. Luke's.
Oo. So, yung mga batchmates niya, yun na yung mga nakasama ko doon.
Yes.
And fast forward, yon, bumalik kami ulit dito sa Tacloban. Oo. And I met her again when we applied in, syempre, in one of the biggest regional medical center here in Region 8. Actually, the only nga lang eh. Oo. So, yun yung ini-interview tayo. Doon tayo nagkita ulit. Pero, short lang din yun na
Yes,
interaction.
interview,
Oo,
Eastern Visayas Medical Center.
Oo. Until now, nagkaroon na kami ulit ng interaction ni Chicani when we joined yung Empowered Women.
Yes.
Parang nag-gawa kami sa sarili namin. Empowered Women.
Mahilig kumain.
Kumain.
Ang Tacloban.
Oo. So, ang namin, mga trip kumain.
Yes.
Oo.
And then,
So, guys, sana may mag-invite sa atin.
and then I go to your clinic also for
Rejuvenation.
yeah. Pag nagkakaroon ng time magpaganda.
Yes, kasi very busy si Chicani. Yung the recent, yung regional boss.
Yes.
So, siya yung chairperson.
The mid-year convention of FOGS. Thank you.
To the highest level.
Thank you.
Ay, yung mag-organize. So, whenever may future organization ng society namin, pagpapatulo ako.
Sure. But
So now, it's really very alarming with the increasing cases of sexually transmitted infections,
yes.
especially in the region.
Yeah.
Actually, if I remember, before pandemic, the former DOH secretary came to Tacloban and partnered with the, with the city health office. Oo. So, ang nangyari, as dermatologists, we went to various schools, especially yung mga big national high school here in Tacloban City. And we had lectures regarding HIV and mga other sexually transmitted infection. So ngayon, para lang sa kaalaman ng iba, so magpo-focus kami ni Dr. Cheese more on dun sa mga HPV and mga cervical cancers.
Yes.
Oo. Yun, kasi, yes, related to mga sexually transmitted diseases. Oo. So, mas mag-focus tayo doon kasi hindi naman natin matatakot.
Yes.
Oo. So,
That's right.
Chicks, ano
Yes,
ang current
so-
status ngayon regarding yan sa, ang tawag nito, status here in Region A.
Yung status
regarding,
of cervical
cases
cancer.
of HPV as well as cervical cancer.
Yes. Actually, very timely ang discussion natin ngayon because we are focusing on our campaign against cervical cancer. And then, siguro we have a lot of campaigns, but for the information of everyone, unahin na natin na ang cervical cancer is caused by your HPV.
Yes.
It's the human papilloma virus. And human papilloma virus is a sexually transmitted infection. One of the common STDs or sexually transmitted infections.
Paano ba
As
siya
in-
natra-transmit? Yun yung unang tanong din ng mga
Yes. As you already mentioned, it's sexually transmitted. So of course, makaka-acquire ang isang tao ng HPV through sexual contact. And then mas mataas ang chance na magkaroon ng HPV kapag ang sexual practices natin is promiscuous. For those women or kahit lalaki na promiscuous ang sexual activity.
So, ang promiscuous, guys, is parang may sexual contact siya, pwedeng same sex, pwede ring, yun, sa opposite sex.
Yes.
So, parang for example, men having sex with men,
Yes.
or yung mga bisexual natin, pwede sila sa babae, pwede rin sila sa lalaki. Or women also having different male partners
Yes.
as well.
Oo, kasi 'di ba ang sexual practices ngayon, supposedly ang sexual contact is for married couple only.
Yes.
But however, nowadays, madaming nangyayari na nagkakaroon ng sexual contact kahit before marriage. So, minsan nagiging casual, people would engage with casual sex. So, left and right, nagkikipag-contact.
Casual?
Oh, yes.
So,
Uso na yan.
tayo ng party or magkikita
Yes,
tayo.
that's true.
So meaning yung mga eyeball, like, would they say, bullseye, balintad daw. I've heard yung mga, alam mo yung mga bata, yung 20-20 sa mga park.
Ano yung bente-bente?
I would normally hear this at, sa mga lectures, yung 20-20 for load.
In exchange for
In exchange for load.
Yeah.
Oo, very common to. Usually it happens daw in parks. Yung iba naman, kung for example, siguro they're into party drugs, yung mga ganon.
Very alarming din kasi talaga yung sexual practices nowadays. So that's why we just don't, tawag dito, hindi lang yung sexually transmitted infections ang gusto nating ma-prevent. Also, the HIV, as you mentioned earlier. So that's why it's very, very important that we discuss. Kasi sasabihin lang naman yan ng mga tao, bakit naman kung magkaroon ako ng STD, that can be treated. But of course, there are a lot of complications of STD, and one of them is cervical cancer.
Yes.
Lalong-lalo na if we have HPV, so it causes kasi cervical cancer. So,
Can it also be transmitted, for example, from the mother to the child?
not necessarily naman. So,
For
not-
HPV, not
Yes,
necessarily.
for HPV, not necessarily.
Okay.
So usually, if early age of sexual contact, multiple sexual partners, those are some of the risk factors for cervical cancer.
So may tanong tayo from the audience, can the HPV vaccine prevent also from having o magkaroon ng cervical vaccine?
Yes, because we have what we call the HPV vaccine. So the HPV vaccine is against the high-risk type of HPV. Kasi madaming klase ang HPV.
Yes.
There are more than 100 types of HPV.
Yes.
The most common that will cause the cancer or the cervical cancer is called the high-risk type, which is the type 16 and 18.
Lumalabas yun sa
Yes,
exams
exam.
natin. My God.
Yes, the type 16 and 18. And then we have the FDA-approved HPV vaccines in the market, and they are against types HPV 16 and 18. And aside from that, meron ding mga HPV vaccine which is against 6 and 11. which is the
yes.
common cause naman of the genital warts. So yung mga yung mga non-high risk sites. So if these women will get the vaccine, they will develop antibodies. Magde-develop sila antibodies against that particular type of HPV. So if ever man magkakaroon sila ng infection, could be the symptoms hindi ganun ka-pronounce kasi meron siyang antibodies against it. Pero it does not necessarily mean na nagpa-vaccine ka, free ka na makipag,
sexual contact.
Yes, casually. Yes.
So, at what age do they start, lalo na mga young children, lalo na yung mga female, at what age do they have to start the cervical vaccine?
The cervical vaccine can be given, or the HPV vaccine can be given as early as 9 years old. 9 years old for girls.
Who still don't have sexual contact.
It's better that we give early so that early pa lang nakaka-develop na sila ng antibodies. And then the second advantage of which, pag less than 14 years old ka magbigay, 9 to 14 years old, 2 doses lang. Kasi normally ang vaccine, we will give 3 doses. Pero kapag, kapag less than 14 years old, at least 2 doses lang sila. And then the DOH, they give the HPV vaccine for free for younger, for girls less than 14 years old.
Okay. So guys, dapat hindi pala matakot yung mga parents na they have to let their children, especially yung mga girls, na magkaroon na ng HPV vaccine.
Yes,
kasi
correct.
Yun yung ayaw nila Ayaw nilang magpa-HPV vaccine yung anak nila kasi baka nga maraming mga side effects and everything. But it's actually protecting their child from developing. Yes, we have another question from the audience.
Patanong daw kay Dr. James, kung sinasabi daw ba niya na dapat lahat ng babae, starting 14 years old, mga 25 na, kailangan lahat ng babae may vaccine. Yun ba yung sinasabi ni Doc Cheese? Para malinawan yung audience.
Yes, okay. Let's just start. Kasi diba, as I've said, the cause of the cervical cancer is HPV. So, 90% of cases of cervical cancer is caused by HPV. Then, HPV is sexually transmitted. So, lahat ng babae, all women who has had sexual contact will be at risk of developing cervical cancer. So, ibig sabihin, it is recommended that all women will receive the HPV vaccine. Kasi eventually, kunyari, magbata pa, wala pa namang sexual contact yun. But eventually, when they parang age appropriate na already to get married, and then of course, they will have sexual contact. And then, they will become at risk of having HPV and eventually cervical cancer.
So, ibig sabihin, whether meron o wala pang sexual contact, by the age of 9 years old going up, kailangan talaga magpa-cervical vaccine. So, protect yourself, especially tayong mga babae.
Correct.
Siyempre, aside from finding the right partner, kailangan din natin proteksyonan yung sarili natin.
Correct.
Malay natin yung mga partner natin. Meron din silang tinitingnan na iba.
So, OB clinic, yes.
So, saan usually sila nagpapa-cervical vaccine?
They can go to their OBs, to the clinics of the OBGYNs, kung saan man silang lugar na andon. And then, again, as I've mentioned earlier, ang DOH, they are giving the HPV vaccine for free for girls younger than, less than 14 years old.
So yun guys, very good. Thank you, DOH, kasi at least, lahat ng mga babae, especially 14 years old and below, ay mapoprotectionan na.
Correct. Kasi namumroblema din sila dyan kasi konti lang yung yung turnout ng mga nagpapavaccine.
Siguro kasi it's a misconception.
Yes,
yun. So, pero syempre, hindi natin in-encourage yung mga bata to engage in any sexual activities.
Yes.
Any talaga sexual activities or other risky behaviors. Importante, Guys, kagaya sa amin, mag-aral muna.
Yes. Aral muna bago lande.
When you're at the right
Aral muna
age.
bago lande.
Yes, aral muna bago lande. Pag nandun na sa tamang edad, nakapag-graduate na, may trabaho na, yun.
No, may nag-chat ulit. Nagtatanong,
Sige, another,
can condom daw protect women from having STD?
Yes.
Oh.
Oo. Kasi condom is a form of barrier method. Parang ano siya, pag sinabing barrier method, ipoprotect ka against the, actually hindi naman, hindi lang yung bodily fluid, hindi ko
Oo.
masabi. Hindi ko masabi yung lalabas.
Oo.
Protect ka sa exposure ng bodily fluid ng partner.
Yes.
So
Oo.
that's why it will protect you to a certain extent lang naman.
Oo.
Not necessarily kasi hindi naman perfect ang condoms
Oo.
So
Yes.
pwede rin naman yan may sira.
Oo. Pero meron ding isa. Siyempre, kasi usually ang nagko-condom, it's normally the male. So usually ang nako-cover lang naman yung area na may penile area. Hindi nako-cover naman yung pinaka-base doon sa
Correct.
male. So pwede rin magkaroon. Paano kung ang babae din meron?
Yes.
So pwede rin magkaroon. So as much as possible, muna? Safety
Abstinence.
first. Abstinence. Oo.
The best prevention is
Hindi
abstinence.
alam ng lalaki na may STD siya. Tapos nag-condom naman siya. Possible ba na mahawaan part ng STD yung babae?
So ang tanong,
Okay.
possible pa rin ba mahawaan yung isang babae or for example, isang partner kahit na nag-condom sila?
At
Oo.
kahit na may
Oo,
STD,
na may STD.
na hindi niya alam na may STD siya.
Yes.
Or kasi ang very important din na malaman din ng mga tao or ng everyone is that STD or sexually transmitted infections can be asymptomatic.
Oo.
Ibig sabihin, wala silang nararamdaman.
Yes.
Wala silang warts, wala silang discharge, walang anything. So, just like HPV, for example, it can stay there. Okay, nandun lang siya sa genital area or sa cervix for babae, for lalaki, nandun lang sa genital area. They can stay there without causing any symptoms.
Yun yung subclinical.
Yes.
Oo, na tinatawag natin.
And then, during sexual contact, they can transmit the HPV to their partners. And then their partners can also be
Yes.
asymptomatic.
Oo.
Ang condom, ang protection, hindi naman 100%. So, hindi rin natin mag-guarantee kasi sasabihin nagko-condom during their sexual contacts, pero pwede rin talaga magkaroon.
Yes. So that's why kung merong symptoms yung lalaki or yung babae, dapat abstinence muna, magpa-treat muna. Oo. Before mag-engage ng
Oo.
sexual activity. Kung asymptomatic, ano ang pwede nilang gawin?
Ang pwede nilang gawin. Actually, ang sagot ko dyan for everyone, no sexual contact. Sexual abstinence, of course. That's the best protection. Kasi, if you're not yet married,
Oo.
sabihin na natin that's an old, parang traditional or
Yes,
old
traditional. Oo.
Pero, may basis kasi siya. Kasi that's the best way. The best way you can protect
Yes.
yourself is through sexual abstinence. Pag hindi pa talaga kasal, we don't engage in sexual activity. Kasi baka sabihin ko, anong gagawin? So, ibig sabihin, I'm promoting,
Sexual activity.
sexual activity without
Hindi po.
marriage.
Oo. Kaya nga, mas maganda pa rin is, kung wag muna mag-engage in sexual activity kung hindi pa married. Mas
Correct.
maganda yung ganon. Para maiwasan natin magkaroon ng mga STD or
Yes.
mga sakit.
Yes, aside
Yan.
from STD, we can protect ourselves from getting HIV.
Yes. From getting pregnant.
From getting pregnant kasi tumataas din ang rate mataas din actually ang
Oo.
region 8 for teenage
Pregnancy.
pregnancies.
Yes.
And then ang teenagers is not yet fit for pregnancy.
Yes.
So madaming complications ang teenage
Oo.
pregnancy.
So, very high risk.
Yes,
Oo.
high risk talaga. So that's why it is not hindi lang siya moral issue.
Yes.
But also for
Health
your
reasons.
health reasons.
Oo.
Kaya
But at the
hindi
same
din siya,
time, hindi rin
ina-recommend.
kasi ang mga teenagers very fit physically, mentally,
Correct.
emotionally, spiritually, and financially ready to have
Yes.
another unborn child.
Yes,
Oo,
correct.
so yun.
Yes,
Okay?
correct.
Tayo nga mga nagtatrabaho, nahihirapan na mag-rear ng child. Paano pa kaya yung wala pang capabilities?
Yes.
Oo. Kaya, mag-aral muna.
Yes.
Oo. That's the only key to success. Mag-aral muna bago lumandi. Oo. Yun. Kasi importante pa rin yung values coming from sa family.
Family.
Oo.
Yes.
Di dapat natin ini-encourage yung mga bata as much as possible. So, ngayon, may tanong. Oo, yung ating na naman madlang people.
Okay.
Ang tanong nila is, for example, dati daw siyang yung very high risk daw yung nature ng work niya. Tapos ngayon, gusto niya yung magbagong buhay. So, ano yung mga means na pwede niyang gawin para ma-prevent or ma-lessen man lang na yung magbabagong buhay na siya of developing cervical cancer.
Okay.
So, are there any recent advancements in the detection and treatment of HPV-related mga diseases?
Alright. So, before I answer that, let's just review kung ano yung tinatawag nating high risk people or high risk women of developing cervical cancer. So, may mention na tayong dalawa kanina, di ba? Number 1, for those women na may early age of first sexual contact.
Yes.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, teenager pa lang, may sexual contact na. Number 2, for those women na may multiple sexual partners. Okay, so cumulative yan. Kunyari, may mga patients kasi ako na-interview at 20s, may 10 sexual partners na.
Okay.
So, yun, multiple sexual partners. Number 3, risk factor would be multiple births. Ibig
Multiple
sabihin,
births.
Yung
Oo.
nanganak sila ng
Ng maraming
normal, yes,
beses.
ng maraming
Oo.
beses. Number 4,
Gaano karami ang maraming beses?
more than 5.
More than 5.
6. Kasi during the time na nagre-repair ang cervix, habang, di ba, nanganganak, magre-repair ang cervix, at that point, pwede na kasing ma-imbibe ng, ng body ang HPV.
Okay.
So, yun. And then, other sexually transmitted infections can be a risk factor for HPV.
Kasi may sugat eh.
Yes, smoking is another risk factor.
Okay. Naku, smoking, guys.
So, syempre, na-checklist nyo na kung ano kayo dyan. So, if you consider yourself as high risk of developing cervical cancer, and then may way pa naman to prevent cervical cancer. Of course, if you are less than 47 years old, you can get the vaccine. As an adult, you can get the vaccine. So, it's given for 3 doses. Okay, initial dose after 2 months, then after 6 months.
So, until 47 years old na lang ang pwede mag-vaccine.
46, 45,
46. So, before menopausal stage.
Yes, oo. Kasi dun, pag more than that, hindi na natin mag-guarantee yung protection. Although they can still receive the vaccine, but the protection you cannot guarantee already. And then, second, next way to prevent cervical cancer is, of course, through screening. Lalo na yung mga babaeng may sexual contact na. So, they can have the screening. So, the start of the screening is recommended at the age of 25 years old.
So, standard talaga yun.
Yes, yun yung bagong recommendation. So,
if ganun kataas, pwede pa rin bumaba na yun in the future. Mag-start din at 20.
Nag-start kasi before yan as 21 years old. Ang previous recommendation was 21 years old. Pero ngayon, it's 25 years old. Kasi madami pa ding madami pa ding false positives during the early age. And then, usually, HPV is cleared by the body, by the immune system naman. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga mandidetect natin na changes of
parang
the cervix.
ano din yan, anti-aging starts at 25. So, yung screening din pala ng
25 na.
screening ng for cervical cancer is 25.
Yes. Kasi, you will be familiar then with pap smear kasi the screening method for cervical cancer screening is pap smear dati. Okay? Pap smear is done every year sa mga OB. But right now, may bago tayong recommendation.
May question ako, Doc Fix. Pap smear starts when you have sexual contact.
Yes, at 25 then. So, ngayon, the new recommendation for cervical cancer screening is the HPV testing. So, mas specific na siya. So, i-detect ng machine Yes, i-detect ng machine kung may HPV ka, high-risk type of HPV in your cervix, dun sa nakuhang cervical sample. So ngayon, if ang problem lang, the HPV test is not yet available sa lahat ng provinces in the country. HPV testing, oo. So, ang tawag dito, hindi pa siya available sa lahat ng provinces in the country. But fortunately, just recently, okay, so Region 8 has acquired, the latest machine, the Cobas 5800. So, nakalagay siya sa EVMC, Eastern Visayas Medical Center. So, siguro we will start the screening using HPV starting August kasi we have to calibrate the machine pa this July.
So basically, malaki yung maitutulong. So you know guys, diba yung advancement in medicine, grabe na. Before, it used to be simple pap smear, but right now, we have the more advanced technology.
Yes. At saka,
nice launching.
Yes, hindi lahat ng hospitals available ang HPV test, as I've mentioned. So, kung walang HPV, you can have the pap smear pa din, and it's done yearly. Kasi mataas ang burden of disease for cervical cancer. And then, if magpapa-HPV test tayo, then it is done every 5 years. Mas less frequent siya kasi mas specific siya eh. So, yung HPV testing. So, yun, sabi ko nga, hindi siya available sa lahat ng So, we are very fortunate to have that machine here in the province. So, yun, thank you very much.
Yes, oo. So ngayon, dahil naglagay na niya ng ganito dito sa atin, yung parang specific testing talaga for HPV, ano ba talaga ang rates, especially here in Region 8, in terms of HPV, cervical cancers, kasi hindi pa natin natanong kung ano yung talaga yung data or datos kung bakit alarming.
Yes, oo. Kasi ang ang masasabi ko lang rates would be the cervical cancer. So, cervical cancer, firstly, is the third most common cancer among women in the country and worldwide. Okay, number 3 siya. First is breast, second is colorectal, third is cervical cancer among women. And then, among the 3, ang cervical cancer is preventable kasi alam natin yung causes, HPV. Unlike the other 2, wala ka talagang magagawa kasi minsan gene-related siya. Yes. And then, here in the region or in the Philippines, approximately 12 Filipinas are diagnosed with cervical cancer per day. Pero that is the data from few years back. Wala pang latest data. So ibig sabihin tumataas pa din siya These are the recorded cases only.
Parang parallel. Pag tumataas ang HPV cases mo, yung mga sexually transmitted, pwedeng tumaas yung HPV, tataas din yung cervical.
Correct. So ibig sabihin yan pa yung may mga unreported cases pa tayo. And then half of these women die from cervical cancer. So, ang approximately, let's say, 24 per cases per year, tapos half of these women diagnosed with cervical cancer die from cervical cancer. So, medyo mataas din ang mortality nila. Kasi, syempre, hindi rin naman lahat nakakapag-access ng treatment.
Healthcare, Yun. Ay, nagpa-HPV vaccine na ako before, syempre. Yung hindi ko pa nagagawa, pap smear. Siguro natatakot lang din ako.
Mag-HPV test ka na lang, available na. So, the HPV test procedure is the same as pap smear lang naman. We will just get sample from the cervix. Very fast.
So now, how do women with cervical cancer know na meron silang cervical cancer? Kung mga simptomas ba, ano ba yung nararamdaman nila?
Okay, so for the symptoms naman ng cervical cancer, number 1, since meron tayong pag cervical cancer, ibig sabihin meron tayong bukol sa cervix or kwelyo ng matres. So, ibig sabihin, pag may bukol doon, the most common symptom would be bleeding. Diba? So, bleeding, pagdudugo. So, pag may bukol sa cervix, ibig sabihin, pag nag-contact ang mag-asawa, pwede siya magkaroon ng tinatawag na post-coital bleeding or pagdudugo during sexual contact. So, that's one symptom. Another symptom, since may bukol tayo sa cervix, every time na nagme-mens tayo, magkakaroon ng madaming dugo. More than the usual amount of menses.
So, magko-complain sila kung ilang pads yung nagagamit
yes, heavy
nila.
bleeding siya.
Pero
And
walang crampy pain. Or
pwede
parang
rin.
dysmenorrhea.
Number 3, kapag, kasi yung cervix kasi, ang cervical cancer, they spread sa mga karatig na organs.
Okay.
That's the route of spread for cervical cancer. Ngayon, ang most common spread niya, pabalakang. So, usually, pag medyo advanced stage na, sumasakit yung balakang nila. Or or yung puson.
Puson.
Or hypogastric area.
Oo.
So, mahirap
minsan nahirapan din tumae.
Yes,
Okay.
oo. Lalo na pag malaki yung bukol. And then, usually then, ang isa pang sign or isang symptom, aside from bleeding, pwede rin silang magkaroon ng abnormal vaginal discharge or mababaho na discharge. Kasi pag lumalaki kasi yung bukol, na-outgrow niya yung blood supply niya. So,
Okay.
nabubulok yung dulo. So, nagkakaroon sila ng mabahong discharge. Very distinct smell for cervical cancer. So, those are the symptoms for cervical cancer.
Physical appearance-wise, ano yung nakikita?
Usually, wala naman.
Wala,
Pero
oo.
pag advanced stage na, may pag mga advanced na talaga na matagal hindi nagpa-check up or matagal nang may symptom pero pinapabayaan, usually, pag usual na cancer symptoms na pumapayat, diba?
Yes.
Weight loss, walang ganang kumain,
oo. Yun.
Cachectic na yung
Yan.
patient.
So, kanina na-tackle natin yung mga diagnostic treatments for cervical cancer. Ngayon naman, ano yung mga treatments na pwede nating asahan with mga cervical cancer?
Yun naman, ang cervical cancer, that's why it's very important that if we experience these symptoms, magpatingin ka agad. Kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin na cervical cancer kaagad.
Yes.
So, we will have to examine you, examine natin, sisilipin natin. Pag may nakita tayong bukol, we will do biopsy. And then, kapag na-confirm na biopsy na cervical cancer, and then, we recommend naman the treatment. So, ang cervical cancer naman, if syempre, pag mababang stage pa lang or early detected na cervical cancer, curable naman siya.
Okay. Mga until what
Curable.
stage? Yung medyo
Actually,
curable.
Ang most common stage kasi namin na nakukuha yung patient is stage 3B, pagdikit na siya sa balakang.
Okay.
So, yun yung mga common na nakukuha namin na stage kasi doon nagkakaroon ng symptoms, most of them. So, pag ganyan,
so that's why late sila nagpapasik ng treatment.
yes, kasi during the early stage, pwede kasing asymptomatic.
Oo.
Pwede yung wala silang mararamdaman. So, that's why very, very important ang screening. Kasi may mga early stage cervical cancer na are asymptomatic.
Oo.
Kung nagpapatingin tayo regularly, nakikita yung cervix or may madedetect tayong pre-malignant lesion, and then we can prevent this from being an invasive cervical cancer.
Can yung lifestyle factors, can they also affect?
Yes, syempre naman, for all cancers naman, ang lifestyle, may talaga, may effect din talaga ang lifestyle ng isang tao, di ba? So, syempre, kapag smoker, that will increase your risk of having the HPV, okay? Sedentary lifestyle, diet, syempre, di ba? So, hindi lang siya risk factors, particularly for cervical cancer. Also for
a lot of
health
issues.
Other cancers as well. So, for the treatment naman ng cervical cancer, ang treatment for cervical cancer is radiation therapy. So, sabi ko nga, curable siya, but they have to, syempre, undergo the treatment. So, ang treatment is radiation therapy, which is unfortunately not yet available here. Pero
very specific. I think yung tinatawag na brachytherapy, tama ba?
It's a combination ng pelvic EBRT, yung external beam radiation therapy, plus brachytherapy. Yun yung treatment natin.
Yun yung naririnig ko dun sa St. Luke. So, especially for women who have cervical cancer.
Yes.
Okay. So, yon. Siyempre, chicks, di ba, concerned tayo sa mga kabataan ngayon. So, how do we encourage young people to get screening and regular check-up? Especially nowadays, yung mga, yung mga mental health.
Correct.
Yun.
Ang naman ngayon, sa mga bata naman, kasi di ba we mentioned naman earlier, na the best prevention, of course, is sexual abstinence. Of course, not to engage with sexual activities, lalo-lalo na pag teenager, pag mga young girls, okay,
Yes.
young women who are not yet married. So, sexual abstinence talaga. So, for ang ano lang kasi na ngayon is because through the social media, nagiging aware yung mga tao or yung mga babae.
So, dapat
sa mga
i-block
iba't
natin
ibang-
yung mga sites na nagli-lead doon. Bawal YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, nagiging aware sila about cervical cancer, and then since they are aware about these diseases and then the cause of cervical cancer, syempre nagsisik sila ng consult.
Di ba ang HPV ang nagkukos ng cervical cancer? So usually, meron ba sa yung mga patients na pumupunta din na very visible yung mga lesions? Oo. Kasi sometimes, these patients come to our clinic. So usually, they would go to dermatologists. But we would always refer them back to the gynecologist kasi nga, sa OB-GYN, kasi nga sila yung may tool to examine further yung especially yung women, yung area ng women. Oo. So yun.
Madami ding mga babae
Oo.
na pumupunta sa mga OBGYN clinics complaining of lesions dun sa vulvar area. So usually, alam naman siguro pag sinabi kasing warts or wart-like lesions, yun yung usual na symptom or usual na nakikita or nafe-feel ng mga babae na pumupunta sa clinic. So these are ito yung mga sexually transmitted infection. Ito yung mga lesions ng sexually transmitted infection.
So para siyang maliliit na cauliflower-like. Oo. Minsan isa-isa, minsan dumadami na nagkukumpulan. Parati ko naman sinasabi, yes, syempre, when you have sexual contact, it's not only on the exterior, it's also inside. So what you see outside, you can also see it inside. So very important that we refer, especially to yung mga specialists regarding that. So para mas ma-visualize well, mas ma-address. Kaya kagaya ngayon, meron na pala tayong mga advanced, how do you call this test to detect HPV more. Oo, mas very accurate na. Oo, yun. But normally, pag mga skin lesions, they go to the dermatologist first, and after that, the dermatologist would refer it to the OBGYN. Yes. Oo.
Yes.
So, yun yung mga role namin. We refer. Referral is the key.
Correct.
Oo.
So, ano naman din, kami din naman at the same time, pag may mga lesions kami na nakikita na we think that it's best that na makita sila ng dermatologist. Lalo na sa derm path, yung mga pathologic skin lesions. And then we refer them to dermatologists also.
For confirmation, either way naman yun.
Minsan kasi, very limited lang din naman ang OBGYN na makapag-manage ng skin lesions. So, if this is pathologic already or it's beyond our capacity to treat, we refer them to dermatologist. Kasi hindi lang naman ang dermatologist, diba, ginagawa pampabeauty. Actually, ang trabaho, ang ano talaga nila is mga pathologic skin lesions.
Kasi yun yung iniisip ng iba na actually there are two types of dermatologists. So the ones who do clinical dermatology are those who do pathologic practice. So basically, they are the, how do you call this? They treat diseases of the skin, hair, and nails. And those also undergo aesthetic procedures. But aesthetic procedures are also under the clinical dermatologist. Yes. Okay. So, yon. Yung ano naman, sa parents naman, what would you advise parents and educators, especially now, to mga young people, para ma-prevent naman yung mga ganito, STD and cancer prevention? Kailangan ba sila ikulong sa bahay?
No.
Ano ba? Ikukulong ba natin sila sa bahay?
No, of course. As parents naman, as responsible parents, of course, gusto lang naman din natin mag-grow ang children natin. Hindi naman natin sila pwedeng ikulong. The best way to prevent them from having or from engaging this parang activities
risky
behaviors is, of course, to educate them. Okay,
Yes,
to educate them well. Sabi nga ni Sir Rex, ang best way pa din, ang ano pa din is the upbringing of the
Yes,
children.
oo.
So, it is our responsibility na i-educate ang mga anak natin regarding this problems or
Oo.
ang tawag dito, complications of
yes.
risky behavior. Kasi, tas number 2, ang isa pang pwede natin gawin is of course to encourage or to bring them to a doctor for vaccination.
Yes.
So, yun.
oo.
Early
So, lalo
pa
na yung mga babae natin. Pero can males also get vaccinated?
Yes,
Oo.
yes.
Yun.
Kasi lalo na ngayon, 'di ba, ang sabi nga natin, ang
Oo.
sexual behavior even for the males is very very risky na din.
Yes.
So they can also develop anal
Oo.
cancer.
Yes.
So,
Anal cancer, yun. Kasi,
or anogenital warts.
Yes.
They can also have anogenital warts. So, it's best pa din that they receive the vaccine.
even nga ni oral warts,
Correct.
pwedeng magkaroon. Oo, yes. Oo. Ano yun? Oro-anal transmission or orogenital transmission, pwede sila magkaroon ng ganon. Diba? Kasi, ang sabi mo, how do we educate also yung mga parents and educators. So, for you, would you agree that sex education should be part of the curriculum, especially now sa mga teenagers? Oo.
I think yes. Kasi, actually, di ba, meron namang existing parang curriculum
Yes.
on it. So, yun lang, it's best that not just the educators, but also the parents. Kasi mas maganda pa din pag manggagaling sa magulang.
Oo.
Pero syempre, very awkward for the parents to teach,
To be talking, yes.
to be educating the children
The
about
children.
it. So, that's why binibigay nila sa school. And then, the tendency, the children would just search sa internet. Kasi it's available naman in the internet.
Oo.
So, mas maganda pa rin kung ang parents ang mag-guide so that they will be guided dun sa learning nila na nakikita nila through social media or
Oo.
through the internet para din ma-reinforce sa kanila with their parents. Yun pa din yung maganda. Kasi syempre, for us, for the parents, it would be awkward. But we have to, parang ang tawag dito, adapt pa din for our children. Para
Oo, kasi yung
guided pa
time
din
natin,
sila.
wala mang ganyan. Hindi pa very yung mga,
They're in the open.
hindi pa open. Oo.
So, di ba sabi nga natin, children would, or these kids would go to social media. Syempre, they will look for information
Yes.
about these things. And then that's why this kind of, activity or platform is very important also. Kasi this is informative, not just for the parents, but also for the young girls as well. Young boys and
Boys
girls
and
as well.
girls. Oo.
So it will promote awareness
Yes.
on these diseases or these on cervical cancer, on HPV or sexually transmitted infection. So that's why thank you, Johan, for having this platform, the Skin Talks.
Dr. Y Skin Talks.
Dr. Y Skin Talks. And then thank you also for allowing me to share, of course, our advocacy against
parang
cervical
Miss
cancer.
Universe. Parang pageantry lang.
Actually,
advocacy.
Ano kasi siya, it's a WHO goal for 2030. Yung SDG goal is to reduce, of course, is to actually eliminate cervical cancer. So, we wanted to increase the awareness of people para makapagpa-screen sila.
Yes.
Alright, para makapagpa-vaccine sila. And then, through screening, we would be able to detect early changes or pre-malignant changes so that we can prevent them from being an invasive cervical cancer.
At the same time, para din ma-remove yung stigma.
Yes, oo.
Kasi like sa amin, with skin diseases, leprosy is still very, ano tawag nito, rampant here. So, yung problema lang natin, lately nagpapa-treatment. So, nagkakaroon na ng mga skin changes which are very harder to treat already.
Yes.
Anyway, yung mga gamot din are readily available also sa ating mga government
Correct.
agencies. Oo. So, ang last take ko lang, okay, especially for young children, young adults, mga teenagers, let's be responsible
Yes.
with our actions. That's the most important thing. Let's be aware, yes. Kasi, pag ginawa natin ngayon, nasa huli ang pagsisisi. Hindi na natin maibabalik yung dati. So, that's why the mind is over the heart, because the mind, very important yan, kasi yan yung nag-iisip. That's why humans are different from animals, because we are rational. So, dapat nag-iisip tayo. Yung on actions, okay? Yung actions natin, we don't base them on our emotions, but we have to assess the things that we do before magkaroon ng mga risky behaviors.
Yes.
Oo. Okay? So guys, this ends our show. So thank you very much to a good friend of mine, Dr. Chicani. Oo. So syempre, more talking about HPV, cervical cancer, as well as women's health. Importante po ito ngayon. Kaya tayong mga babae, alagaan natin yung sarili natin. Alam nyo guys, kung ang lalaki, ang haligi ng tahanan, tayong mga babae ay ang ilaw ng tahanan. So, dapat alagaan natin ang ating sarili. So, aside from Dr. Chicks for sharing her knowledge and expertise regarding HPV and cervical cancer as well as women's health, I would like to thank also our coffee of Summit Hotel. Siyempre, nag-enjoy kami ni Dr. Chicks. So, good luck to me. Mamaya, hindi na ako ito makakatulog. Pero thank you very much, our coffee of Summit Hotel, as well as the Summit Hotel Management for letting us hold or utilize yung magandang ambience nila dito sa lobby lounge of Summit Hotel Tacloban. Itong pagkakaroon namin ng Dr. Wise Skin Talks. Okay, thank you, Summit Hotel Tacloban. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Again,
I'm Dr. Chicani M. Alverlina, a gynecologic oncologist.
I'm your derm authority. I'm Dr. Johan, known as Dr. Y. Please follow, like, and share Dr. Johan, Youth Plus Skin and Laser Center, and Youth Plus Medical Center page. Bye!